Clearing up confusion and bad advice that many of you had is today's Daily Talk of the Tiles for July 8th, 2025. We asked and thank you for providing bad advice you've received. While many players are lucky to be taught by teachers in person or online that know official rules, many others often learn handed down rules or rules that other players might not even realize are house rules. And there is so much misinformation out there on the internet. We're going to start reviewing a few and we'll continue with more in future daily talks. For one of today's, we're talking about closing the window to call a current discard. The window can be closed when either the next player picks and racks their tile, they initiate a joker exchange, someone calls Mahjong, or they discard their tile by either fully naming it or it touches the table. Did you notice, and this is what things were pointed out to us about bad advice, tapping your tile on the rack is absolutely nowhere on this list to close the window to call a discard. This is a huge, huge misunderstanding. Tapping does nothing but make a noise. The prior discard can still be called. And it's really good for players to learn that now rather than learning it when they're at a tournament or other event. So if you just pick your tile and tap it on your rack to make a noise and you think you're signaling to everybody that that means they can't call a discard, not the case. They can still call it. You should either rack it, discard it by fully naming it or it touches the table, ask for a joker exchange, or call Mahjong. Those are the ways the window closes. What about people telling us that Mahjong's checkers? I was still touching the discard, so it's still mine. Touching the tile when you're discarding doesn't make it still your tile. Player A discards, player B picks from the wall, player B then discards by either fully naming it or it touches the table. Doesn't matter if they're still holding on to it. Once they fully name it, like 2-dot or green or flower, it touches the table, they are committed to discarding that tile. And if then they notice they missed a joker exchange, so sorry. They can't take it back and make that exchange. So while some players say that's mean, that's too strict, the problem usually arises if a player's been playing a while and someone says, oh, they should have known that, so they don't get to go back and take the joker. But then they give leeway for a new player. It's much easier if everybody follows the rules, and then this way, players will be very astute and look at all the exposures before discarding and make sure that there's not a joker exchange to be had before they let go of the tile. Rolling dice to break the wall is official. It's an official rule to start the game. You could read it on the back of the card. Many players are told that it's a house rule or that it doesn't matter. Rolling dice is an important part of every style of Mahjong, and especially National Mahjong League Mahjong, it ensures the random distribution of tiles. While we don't expect other players to cheat, by doing this, you are preventing even the appearance of impropriety. Do you know a player that is just a complete joker magnet? Isn't it nice to know that it's just luck and not that they're stealing jokers by hiding them in the wall, knowing that that's where they'll get them? We will continue to go through other miscommunications and misnamed rules and other things like that in future daily talks. But now we're going to move on to the hand of the day. We're still in that 13579 section. Now we're at number 7. It's 1335 with news or 5779 with news. It's very interesting to see the league include a hand with wins in this section. Remember, you have to use 2 suits with either the lower numbers or the higher numbers. You could use bam and dot, crack and bam. Don't forget the 1s and the 5s or the 5s and the 9s in those hands are pairs, and the NEWS are groups of singles. So you could not use any jokers in those. The only jokers you could use are in the pungs of either the 3s or the 7s. And you can only call your final 14th tile if it's Mahjong for the pair or the group of singles. And that's whether you're playing a concealed hand or an exposed hand. If you want to learn how to play or you have family and friends that do, they are ready to learn on our virtual class starting July 16th. It's 4 classes, 75 minutes long. They can come join us every week. Or if they can't make it to each class, for 1 full month, the class will be available for replay. You do not need a set. The only thing you need is Zoom and a 2025 card, which you can get from the league or from our website, modernmahjong.com. We have plenty of other events coming soon. Stay tuned because some of these will sell out very quickly. If you don't get our emails, go to modernmahjong.com to subscribe. And if you play Canasta July 9th, Dara, myself, and Donna Miller Small are hosting a free Zoom where we're going to play real Canasta. We're going to discuss why we discard things, why we open, all those other rules, strategies. And we're having guests, Jill and Susan from Crack Your Bags, to discuss our Paris and Normandy Canasta River cruise taking place in April of 26. Guests who register and sign up will be eligible to win exciting prizes such as our book and a 30-minute private strategy session with either me or Donna Miller Small. So be sure to visit bit.ly/Canasta Cruise, both C's are capital, register, and be there July 9th at 7 p.m. What should we discuss in our next daily talk of the tiles? We're going to continue going over misnamed rules and all those fun things. If you aren't following us, what are you missing out on? We invite you to like, comment, save, and of course, share, so all of your friends can play with confidence too. With that, we hope that you have a great day and a great game.